I wanted to talk about Cambridge Analytica and the weaponization of Facebook and other social media. There are a couple of really important points to this, one very, very large one, that are being completely either ignored or overlooked by the mainstream media in the United States, and I'm not sure why. I'm not sure if it's because they just don't understand it, or if what I'm going to say is so self-evident they don't feel the need to say it. I doubt that's the case. Or that it's just, because it requires more than a sentence or two of explanation, it doesn't fit into a bumper sticker, and it's not, an easy left-right debate. It's just not the kind of thing that corporate media wants to talk about, because it's not the kind of thing that's going to draw eyeballs and get advertisers. I'm not sure why they're talking about it. Those are possible ideas, but here's what's going on. What is so different about Facebook, advertising on Facebook, advertising a politician on Facebook, what's so different about that from advertising a politician on television, for example, or on radio or in the newspaper, is the ability to have highly tailored, hidden, secret ads that not everybody sees, that only the people to whom they are targeted sees. So, for example, if you were running a political campaign and you wanted to have, one message for people who are, concerned about gun violence, and another message for people who are concerned about the fate and future of the environment, and another message for people who are concerned about a woman's right to choose an abortion, regardless of which side of those three issues you're on, if you ran an ad, if broadly, for example, you had a, most Democratic candidates are pro-choice. There are a few who are pro-life. So if you had a Democratic candidate who is great on all kinds of progressive issues, but was also pro-life, and they really just kind of wanted to de-emphasize that, they would, if they were running television ads or newspaper ads, they just wouldn't mention their pro-life position if it polled, less than 50% in their district. And, they would just mention all the other, put it on their website. I'm not talking about hiding it, but it wouldn't be the focus of the ad. But with Facebook, what you could do is you could find all the people who are opposed to abortion and deliver a pro-life ad specifically to them that all the other Democrats who are on Facebook would never see. Because what Facebook does is it allows you to sort through all of this psychological and demographic information and tightly target your ads. Now, that's a completely different way of delivering advertising, and what it does is it eliminates, by and large, the responsibility, the liability. Liability is too strong a word. It implies something legal, but the kind of moral and political responsibility to be consistent in your message and to deliver the same message to everybody, so everybody's running off the same database. So what is possible, and that was probably the most benign example I could think of. If you're on the hard right and you want to develop a message for a Republican politician that will actually resonate with right-wing white racists and deliver them a fairly right-wing racist message in a way that probably nobody will ever know about, it's possible using social media this way. And Facebook is the most conspicuous of this, but we have the same problem in other social medias as well, although Facebook has turned it into an art form. So understanding this company that is heavily funded by Robert Mercer, the main campaign funder for the Trump campaign, Cambridge Analytica, Steve Bannon was on its board of directors. This company, which is part of or has an association with another company, called Global Science Research, Cambridge Analytica had Global Science Research develop an app that could be used inside Facebook. Now, there's a whole bunch of apps that you can buy or you can get for free that you can run in your Facebook, inside the Facebook world. Facebook is like, it's not the internet, it's its own little bubble inside the internet. In fact, it's very hard to get into Facebook from from elsewhere in the internet, and it's very hard to get information on Facebook, out of Facebook, into the rest of the internet. And that was, Zuckerberg and Facebook's whole idea was, keep this private, keep it tight, lock people into our world, into the Facebook world. So as a result of that, what they wanted to know was how, we need data on people. We need the super secret data. People, somebody may be gay but not even out about it. But Facebook knows that they're gay because they know what they're looking at. They know what they're liking. They know what they're searching for. Somebody might be, a racist and it's not conspicuous, but Facebook knows that they are. Or somebody might not be, and they're trying to pitch that they are, or whatever. It's like Facebook knows more about you than, I guarantee. If you're active on Facebook, Facebook knows more about you than your family does, because you basically have a narrow range of things you talk to your family about, or that your coworkers do, or that your friends do. So what they did is they developed this app, and they said, we will pay you $1 to fill out a personality profile. All you have to do is download this app on Facebook or into your Facebook feed and fill out the answers on Facebook. And what people didn't realize when they were being paid to fill out this personality profile is that once you give an app permission to access your Facebook information, it can not only hoover up, vacuum up all your posts, but it can also get all the information on your friends. And then it can also spider into their Facebook pages and get all the information on them. So if you've got, 300 Facebook friends and you fill out the survey, you just delivered the information not just of yourself, but that of yourself and your 300 friends to Facebook, or to Cambridge Analytica, to this company, Global Science Research. And using this technique, they had a few thousand or maybe tens of thousands of people who got a small amount of pay to fill out this survey, which was just, that was just pretend, right? That was essentially the scam. And by running this app inside Facebook and giving it permission to look at their contacts, what these people did was they helped Global Science Research hoover up, vacuum up, somewhere between 50 and 150 million people's worth of complete and comprehensive psychographic and demographic data. So the Cambridge Analytica then, using that data, could go back to Facebook and say, okay, we want this message delivered to these 270,000 people who have a unique interest in small dogs, right? And so we're going to talk about, Donald Trump loves small dogs. And this group over here, we've got another, 900,000 people who think that, we shouldn't have stupid wars. And so we're going to take a Donald Trump ad that says no more stupid wars, and we're going to direct it to them. And over here you've got, 1.3 million people who love vacationing in Hawaii. So we're going to customize an ad about, the wonders of Hawaii and put Donald Trump into it. And, none of these are real examples. I'm just pulling this stuff out of my left ear because I don't know what the examples are. Because as I said, when you buy advertising there with targeted groups, the rest of us don't get to see those ads. And unless somebody in one of those targeted groups captures that ad and stores it to their computer, and because you can't just push it out of Facebook into the internet, and then exposes it, which pretty much has not happened. It's rather difficult to make happen. Plus, hey, if you're in the target group, why would you want to do that? You like that ad, right? So this is the weaponization of your private data being exploited by a political campaign. And that's why this is turning into a scandal, essentially, because it is micro-targeted advertising in a way that the rest of us don't know about. So if the Trump campaign puts together a Facebook ad that will appeal to, for example, gun enthusiasts who are white and are also members of a militia group or a white supremacist group, if they put together that ad, the rest of us aren't going to see that ad. We'll never even know that it ran on Facebook, and yet it might reach 1 million people and cause them to vote. Democrats are way behind in this game, and if Cambridge Analytica shuts down and goes away, as Greg Palast pointed out the other day on the internet, the Koch brothers have a parallel company that has already shared data with Cambridge Analytica that is maybe even bigger than Cambridge Analytica. So this is nothing unique to them. There are now at least 3 of these companies out there doing this kind of stuff that are all working with or under the control of right-wing forces. I don't know anybody on the left doing this. I'm guessing there is somebody, but not with this level of financing, funding, and sophistication. And this is something we need to look at. If you are a political campaign, you buy an ad on television, radio, or newspapers, you have to disclose it.